Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Daily Broncos here. Today we're going to be previewing the upcoming season. I haven't actually looked at it yet as it dropped yesterday. I'm super excited. Without further ado, let's get into it. So week 1, we're taking on the Tennessee Titans. Now the Broncos do take on the entire AFC South, which is actually really good. Colts, Titans, and Jags all struggled last year, losing records, missing the playoffs. The Texans, they did win double-digit games. They won the division. They're a very good team. But three very, very formidable opponents. I mean, you got to love that if you're the Broncos, especially because their own division, the AFC West, is just so difficult. So the first two games at home against the Titans and then at Indianapolis in Lucas Oil. That's going to be a fun one. Of course, these two teams played last season in Denver, and the Broncos got the win. It was a crazy game. The Colts went down and scored in their first drive, and then it was all Broncos from there on. Bo Nix threw a couple of picks, wasn't at his best, but he still found a way to help his team get the win. The defense was incredible, as it was all year. I love the Broncos odds for both of these two games. I think they're going to start off 2-0. And then at Los Angeles against the Chargers. So back-to-back road games, not exactly ideal. The Chargers swept us last year. It's a great opportunity for Bo Nix to bounce back and to take on a very good defense. The Chargers led the NFL. They gave up the fewest points. It's going to be a fun one, man. I mean, the Broncos, they're going to be tested because they're at home the next week against the Bengals, and they're at Philadelphia. When you end up having a record like the Broncos, you win 10 games, you go 10-7, you make the playoffs, like, you're going to be penalized for it. You're going to get a pretty tough schedule, and that's why we're seeing all of these good teams, and this is just the beginning of it. I mean, all you can really ask for is that you're able to get 2 of these 3 games. Preferably, you beat the, of course, Chargers and the Bengals because they're both in the AFC, and then you lose to the Eagles, but that's going to be kind of the goal, is just get 2 of 3. And then week 6 is at home against the, actually, well, technically it's at home, but it's going to be played in London, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, the Jets, Justin Fields, I don't know. I don't know what to make of the Jets. I don't know. I feel like they're going to be either really good or really bad, but it's the Jets, so probably really bad. But it's not a bad opponent by any means. And then a week later, so not even a bye after that, the Broncos are going to head to Denver. They're going to take on the Giants, and then they're going to also take on another AFC East team in the Dallas Cowboys, which is at home. So the good thing is that 2 home games after the London one to sort of get back on your feet with that jet lag. And then at Houston, Energy Stadium against the Texans. Hopefully the Broncos win that game by 40 points. Man, I can't stand the Texans. I'm almost tempted to go to that game just so I can root for the Broncos in that stadium. And I lived in Houston for 2 years. For those of you that don't know, I actually just moved a month ago. I mean, Houston's lovely, but I still hope they lose. And then you got the Las Vegas Raiders, week 10. Not much to say. It's the Raiders, first time seeing them on the season. Must-win game. Can't afford to drop that with playoff implications on the line. Week 11 at home against the Chiefs. So far, I actually like this schedule a lot. I mean, the first 5 weeks is, well, not even the first 5 weeks, but weeks 3 through 5 are brutal. But then after that, like, it's really not bad at all. Because the good thing about the Broncos is they have such a good defense, good coaching, a good QB. I mean, they're going to find a way to get these games for sure. I think in the first 11 games, we're probably going to be looking at 7-4. I think somewhere along those lines. Maybe even 8-3. I think that's kind of pushing it, though. I mean, I think 7-4 is going to be the goal. Bye week off of that at Washington, taking on the Commanders, at Las Vegas, back-to-back road games. Week 15 is versus Green Bay at home. I mean, thankfully, that's a home game. Going to Lambeau is going to be tough. It always is. Week 16 is at home against the Jags. And then week 17 is at Kansas City. And then week 18 is at home against the Chargers. I mean, this is going to be a tough back end of the schedule, but it's nothing insane, right? I mean, the Broncos, they're going to find a way to get it done. I think there's more good teams than bad teams, like, if you want to put it that way. I mean, like the Packers, Commanders, Chargers, Chiefs. I mean, that's 4 playoff teams. 5 would be the Houston Texans. 6 Eagles. I think the Bengals, you got to throw them in there. I know they're not a playoff team, but they're still going to be tough. That's 7, and that's kind of it. So, I mean, we're looking at, I mean, that still means that, 10 of these games are ones that the Chargers just have to get. Chargers have to get, idiot. Broncos have to get. So, I mean, we're looking at, like, the glass half full approach is that, I mean, you can make the argument that the Broncos schedule is really not that bad. They've got a lot of favorable home games. Like, yeah, they go to Arrowhead. They're going to have to take on the Chargers on the road, the Commanders, the Eagles. But outside of that, I mean, they're in a good spot. Packers is at home. Cowboys is at home. Bengals is at home. And yeah, I really don't mind this schedule at all. I mean, when I first clicked on the link like 5 minutes ago, I saw the teams and I just glanced at it and I was like, oh man, it seems tough. But then it's like the AFC South division is probably the weakest in football. Washington, Philadelphia, those are beatable teams. They really are. In the regular season, in the playoffs, I mean, it's going to be a much different game. But in the regular season, I think the Broncos are going to be able to get that done. The Bengals, as explosive as their offense is, I mean, the Broncos we saw what happened the last time these two teams played. Now, yeah, the Bengals did win, but it went into OT. Like, it was a competitive game. I think the Broncos are going to be much better. You got year 2 of Bo Nix. I mean, he was a rookie quarterback, and they have more weapons now on the outside. I think they're going to be more explosive, too. The defense also looks better, especially in the secondary, of course. I'm excited about that. So Denver, I view them, I would say, I look at the AFC tiers, and I put the Chiefs, I would put them probably in their own tier. And then after that, you've got teams like the Buffalo Bills, probably like the Baltimore Ravens. And then I think below that would be a team like the Denver Broncos, probably like the Los Angeles Chargers, those types of teams. But with Bo Nix's brilliance, man, and how good this defense is, I mean, the sky's the limit. Denver, they already competed with the Chiefs. They were a block kick away from beating them and upsetting them in Arrowhead. Denver, to me, they could absolutely win the Super Bowl, or they could be a first-round exit. Like, I think there's no in between, man. I think it's going to be one of the two. Right now, I'm leaning more towards them winning the Super Bowl because I absolutely love making Broncos videos, and I love this team, and I root for them, and I'm excited about it for sure. But you just can't count this team out, man. I mean, yeah, they might go 10-7. They might go 11-6. I mean, they're not going to win 13 or 14 games, but come playoff time, that year of experience is going to be huge. And they're going to get better and better every single season. I mean, they just scratched the surface last year, and they did some big things. And Denver's scary, man. Denver is absolutely scary. They're one of the few teams that you play them, and you just don't understand how to move the ball on them. And I get that the Bills kind of blew them out of the water, but again, they're going to learn from that. They're a young team. They're going to fight through it, and they're gonna be much better. I'm excited, man, too. But yeah, guys, really outside of that, let me know your thoughts on the schedule. How are we feeling overall? This isn't that bad to me. It really isn't. I mean, it could end up being bad. Like, maybe the Cowboys become a 12-win team again. Maybe the Jags get back to being a playoff team. Like, it has the potential to be tough. I don't think the Raiders are going to be anything crazy. They'll be better than last year. It's Pete Carroll. Like, they're going to be better. I think the Bengals are going to be better. But this isn't like a crazy, crazy schedule, too. It really isn't. I mean, most of these games, the Broncos are going to be favorited in, if I'm being completely honest.